Hi, welcome again to St. Francis Personal Studio, and this time we will be setting up basic setup for our WordPress backend before we proceed on how to install other important themes and plugins. So these are all just basic, my friends. So all you need to do, if you're hosting with or you're using WordPress application on your domain or your website, all you have to do is to access it, you need to add a parameter here like wp-admin in order to access the backend where you can do the login. And so here you go, we have and let's go login, and here are the basic setup as we have our WordPress installed in our first tutorial. And so what we have to do first in order to prepare our WordPress application for the development of our website, first thing that we need to do is to check the let's just go to settings first. This is the very most important thing to set up your website in WordPress. So settings, click on general, and let's just do one step at a time. And so here you go, you can change this one like my demo blog or something like that. This is for my tutorial. Alright, so these are just an example, whatever you'd like to name your website or your blog. And so you just have to set up everything, and then here are the URL. If you are not yet adding an SSL certificate, or later you have to change this one if you will add an SSL certificate, but for now you just did that. And here is another thing. If either you are planning to use WooCommerce in your WordPress application and you need to have a membership login, then you have to click this. Anyone can register, else they will not see any registration form or even a login, something like that, a login form or a registration form. So you need to click this one in order to let them do the registration in order to access some particular pages for membership in your WordPress site. Now another thing is, either after the registration, either you will assign them to a new subscriber or an author or editor, but beware of giving administrator rule for your new subscriber, else they will take over and mess up your website. So be sure to only provide necessary or specific role for your subscriber. Alright, then site language, either if you are in Canada you can change that, or you have plenty of choices here. There's also an Australian English or something like that, so you can do that. And the time zone as well, if you are working with other specific time zone, you can just do the specific place, or else if you are familiar on the UTC or the other options that is provided for you here, you can do that as well. And for me, I am familiar with UTC +8, and so I can choose that. But for this one, yeah, I need to choose that one, or let's just do the UTC +8. or I can do the Kuala Lumpur, which is my time zone as well. So I can look for that one, key for Kuala Lumpur, or Asia, Australia, and where is it? From supposedly it's part of Europe, Atlantic, and for Asia, part of Asia. Here we go. Kuala Lumpur. There you go. That's my time zone. And so you can also change the format, the date format. Either you like to use this one or this type of format. And so for me, I would like to, if you're doing some kind of system using WordPress, so you need to use this one. That is just from my experience, or you can do a custom one, or just leave it like that. And the time, you can also change the time. And so that's it. And weekdays, that's fine. It starts on Monday, and you can click save changes. Make sure to click save changes after doing your changes on the specific information that you will also provide your information, whatever. Alright, so now let's go to writings. Default post category, we can post format, uncategorized, and default post format, standard, and just leave it like that. And you can add your email here, and if you're sure about everything, you can just do the administrator's email here, and or you just leave the rest, because these are just for the system, because if you're an admin already, you don't need to move this one here. But if you'd like to receive some information, feedback from WordPress, you can just change everything here. So for me, I will just leave this alone for now, and go to reading. And if you have already page or post and pages created, you can just create your latest, you can change this one here, static page, home page. You can choose this. For now, this is a fresh WordPress installed in our WordPress website, so we didn't create anything yet. But if ever you'd like to create your first new page, you just have to go here under page and just add a new page, and it's called this one home, or either home page or front page, whatever is preferable for you. And so let's just or close this one right now. And this is Gutenberg anyway. Don't worry, we will use different page builder. If you're not familiar with Gutenberg, we can switch to classic editor later, so that you will see also what I was referring or talking about. So let's just call this one home, and all the page block you can add here. But for other people, we prefer the classic editor or text editor. So let's just click publish for this one right now, and let's go publish. And we will be learning also later on about Gutenberg, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Let's refresh our page and click here, select our home page as home. And for post, we can also post page, we can create our blog if you are doing some blog. So let's just create, and create our first post page, and let's call it blog. Publish this one as well, and so that's it. And let's refresh this one again. So home is that, post page is post page. I'm sorry, post page is supposed to be under page as well. So yeah, so there you can get all the blogs, all your blogs from your post page. So you can just do that. Let's finish this again. Alright, and then let's refresh, and to view all the blogs right there, and the home page will be this one. So the home page will be your first page whenever you visited the page again, or the front page. This will be the one. And for blogs, you can display 10 or more or less, whatever. And so just leave the rest and just save changes. Okay, so either if you're ready, you can already go and check this one for search engine to view all your pages if you'd like to index your page. But usually I will just install use SEO or use SEO for my plugin. So there I will start doing other features other than just indexing, and so we will just move on. Alright, so let's go to the discussion, and usually I just leave everything. If you are interested on doing some blogging or something like a forum, or where you would like to add some comment in your blogs, you can also review all of this, and I won't take time a lot of this one, but you can just do and review everything. These are all basic, it's not rocket science, people, so you can just read and review for that one. But these are all the all important admin panel that you need to go through in order to set up your WordPress website. Alright, so thumbnail, I just leave it with that one. You can just do crop, you can crop thumbnail to exact dimension. So you need to click this one, else you have to unclick. And upload, organize, upload into month, yeah, and just leave it if you are not familiar. And the one that is more important is the permalinks. Now in permalinks, you don't like your parameters to look like that, so all you have to do is to select post name and the parameters. Example, if you are going to your blogs, so it will be blogs after the URL. Okay, and so that will be the one, and just click save changes. Now let's go to privacy. Actually I don't do anything here, but this is the page for your privacy. Usually most website right now, especially in WordPress, they give you page already called privacy and policy, and then you can use this one. Else you can create another page and just set the privacy and policy here, because that will be used in many ways, like in WooCommerce, that will be detected right away. And so the last one is I would like to introduce you for your themes. If you are fun with free themes in WordPress, you can just go and search for a theme right here, or add new. Then you can select different kind of themes, but this tutorial will not cover this, so I'm just showing you what you can do. But if you have some premium themes, you can just upload the themes and do so. So right now let's go back to our dashboard, and as you can see, you can also check the site health status, so that whatever is necessary. Like for example, you have a one critical issue which your site is running an outdated version of PHP, so we have to set this up in from our cPanel in Linux, because we are using Linux as our hosting server. So we have to change that one, and that is good that you have to check this the site health status, so that you will know what you should do. And there are 4 recommendations. I have another tutorial for this one, so we will just look into this for later. And so we need to update our plugins. You should remove inactive themes. Yeah, of course, but we will retain one what we call fallback theme, at least one. So you should have 2 themes at all. Okay, and we can just either remove 2019 or 2020. Let's just remove the 2019. I don't like to remove 2 of the themes, because either if you have one premium themes and you have this fallback, in case your premium themes will have some kind of error or trouble, and you need to troubleshoot using the config WP config, and you need to activate the debug, and so you need to either use this fallback theme for that one. So that is just the use for a fallback theme. Alright, so let's just move on. What else? We need to update both themes. So that is recommended by our site health status. So we need to update that one. And the last one. Now we need to go to our plugins, because it is also recommended to we should remove inactive plugins. So let's look at our plugins. Yeah, of course, either we can retain that one or delete this one. For this tutorial, I will just activate this one and then update. Right, eliminate spam from your site. No, yeah, I don't need to do this, because I think this plugin requires for you to do some more setup, so I don't like to do that right now. And also this plugin requires for a premium payment of something, that it requires you to move on from something that you will be required to buy from their plugins or something like that. So I don't want to do that right now, so either I will just leave that for another tutorial. And so let's move on. So thank you for the recommendation. That's fine. All our more recommended modules are missing. The website does not use HTTP. So later on we will be doing a setup on HTTP, but for this tutorial not necessary. Okay, and next thing is you need to go to appearance. If you have your exact theme already, you can use customize and go to the theme options. Usually for WordPress default themes, they have their theme options over appearance and customize. This is their theme options. Yeah, background image, menu. I'll show you also how to access the menu if you are not so familiar about your WordPress website. So you go to menu, and under menu you can add the menu if you already have a page available, like the home page, something like that. But first you need to create your menu, like main menu, and then you have to create the menu. And now that we have this one, either we can add or view all. So we have the home, and add that one, and the blogs as well. And you can also do a custom link. The URL are just the path of the URL is just something like about us, and this is the text. Just make that small later, so lowercase. Now let's go to this is the URL. Now this is the text. I'm sorry. So this is about. That is the parameter that we are using. We can change that one here. And also this blog. Yeah, no worry. This is the URL. And to arrange this, let's just add one more. This is contact. You can add here. Contact us. There you go. And so if you have another something that you would like to have another sub menu, let's just do an example. Let's just add sample page. Let's add this one, and instead of about here, we can drag this and place it under the about us page, and we can rename this something like meet and greet, something like that, or meet the team, right? Meet the team. Alright, so we can also do that, and make sure to save that menu before moving into another or creating another menu. But we can set this already as primary menu. Okay, but now that we have that menu over here, let's just refresh this one. So we can make this as our primary menu. Our main menu will be the primary menu, so it will be shown up there, right? So we can publish that already, and now we have the menu, and you see under the about us page we have also meet the meet the team or sub or this is the main menu, and this is our sub menu. All right, so that's how you are going to check that one. And we have the widgets. Let me just check home page setting. We already set this, that up. Excerpt settings, summary, full text is fine. Additional CSS, if you're familiar with CSS, you can add your CSS or custom rules CSS over there. And let's go back. Now we are done with that one. If you'd like to add footer widgets or sidebar widgets, you can also click appearance, go to widgets, and yeah, that's fine. Alright, this is new setup from the WordPress core 5.8. This is just new. The layout are just new, and so right now you have just click add block. Alright, if you'd like to add something in your footer, or you can just say or column. Yeah, so we can add 3 columns for our footer, 3 columns equal, something like that. And we can add something like our paragraph. So, or we can just say links right and here, special heading. Oh no, Okay. I'm looking a way to remove block. Yeah, there you go. And you can add a different one here. These are just like something like your logo or sorry, about or site map or something like that. You can just do that. Site map and so on. I don't need to add more. These are just something that you can add your logo here. By adding your logo, you can add your image. You can upload the image and it will get you into something like that. So this is just an example, but I don't want to use that one. Okay, so what else? In upgrade widgets, we don't have any upgrade widgets. So far, there are plenty of changes right now, but we don't have to worry about this because when we have our theme, our themes will provide other features for our widgets, so that also depends on your theme. Right now, that is just a quick tour for our widgets, menus, and how about background? Make sure to update that one, but anyway, that's fine. We can add a background, either if we have a library here already, select files and upload our background. So let's just say we have to upload that one, and okay, there you go. You have now your first background. If you have an image that are something cool, you can also change everything. These are if you don't want to use the image, so you can change this color right here. So let's just remove this image. Yeah, let's just remove that one. So this tutorial is concluded. Thank you for watching, and please give me a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel if you like this tutorial. Thank you very much and have a nice day.